ساتوی پسروینو داد شهیدانو کور داد باتورانو کور داد باتورانو کور داد باتورانو کور داد باتورانو کور ساتوی پسروینو داد شهیدانو کور داد کور داد باتورانو.
In the name of Allah, good evening and welcome to this hour's news. This is Suleiman Talash. Maulavi Habibullah Agha, the Minister of Education, has visited Maidan Wardak province to evaluate the educational situation. Ministry of Education says that Maulavi Habibullah Agha visited some schools and Darul Ulooms in Jalrais district of the province and said that the Ministry of Education pays serious attention to the quality and development of modern science in addition to religious studies. The ministry added that the Minister of Education also encouraged the students of the educational institutions to study and emphasized on their good training. Maulavi Muhammad Hamid Hasib, Finance and Administrative Deputy of the Ministry of Higher Education, has discussed cooperation in the field of higher education in a meeting with the head of the CPSP College of Pakistan and the delegation. In this meeting, Mr. Hasib said that Afghanistan is working to solve its problems after the changes and needs the cooperation of a number of countries in this regard, and asked the delegation to cooperate with this ministry in the field of medicine. Professor Dr. Muhammad Shoaib Shafi, the head of the CPSP College of Pakistan, gave detailed information about the college and said that they want to cooperate in establishing and the branches of the college in Afghanistan, and said in the expertise of Afghan doctors. According to them, currently about 300 Afghan doctors in 27 medical fields are undergoing specialized training in different cities of Pakistan. It's worth mentioning that CPSP College of Pakistan is an independent institution in the field of higher health education at the master's level in the country, which has its branches in a number of other countries in addition to Pakistan. The meeting of the academic assistantship of the Ministry of Higher Education was held under the chairmanship of the scientific deputy of the ministry. In this meeting, Dr. Lutfullah Khairkhwa, the Minister of Science of this ministry, talked about the development programs of the scientific fields related to the Ministry of Higher Education during the current year and on more work in the scientific and academic fields. In addition, discussions and necessary decisions were made on the exploitation of the jobs of some teachers of the country's educational institutions and other various scientific and academic issues. Maulavi Qudratullah Jamal, Deputy Minister of Finance, Administration and Tourism of the Ministry of Information and Culture, met with TLP officials and emphasized on the growth and strengthening of tourism in the country. The ministry added that Mr. Jamal appreciated the activities of this organization and emphasized the implementation of development and tourism projects. The Ministry of Labor and Social Affairs says that in the year 1403, it has distributed nearly 1,000 work permits to foreigners. Centers have been established in Kabul Airport and Torkham Town for distribution of work license to foreigners, and in the near future, similar centers will also be established in Sher Khan, Torgondai, and Haratan ports. On the other hand, economic analysts believe that the creation of facilities and the distribution of work licenses to foreigners will increase the interest of foreigners in investing in Afghanistan. More details in the report.
According to the Ministry of Labor and Social Affairs, based on the new recommendation of the Prime Minister, a work permit distribution department has been opened in Turkhan Town after the Kabul airport to facilitate the issuance of work permits to foreigners.
په دې وروستیو کې د تورخم ښارګوټي کې په همدې موخه باندې د یو مرکز پرانیست.
Recently, a center for this purpose was opened in Turkham Town. And before that, the mentioned center started working at Kabul airport. And based on the plan of the Ministry of Labor and Social Affairs, in the near future, work permit distribution centers for foreign workers will be built in the ports like Sherkhan, Heratan, Turgandi, and other places.
On the other hand, economic analysts say that the creation of facilities for issuing work permits for foreigners and foreign citizens will pave the way for investment in the country and will play a positive role in the training of Afghans in the field of technology and other fields.
It will be able to play a role in attracting foreign investment. As you know, there is unfortunately a large amount of unemployment in Afghanistan. And with the arrival of these investors, they will be able to play a role in reducing the unemployment rate.
Officials of the Ministry of Labor and Social Affairs say that they want to legalize the work of foreigners in the country's airports and land ports, to prevent the escape of national revenues and to facilitate the distribution of work permits to foreigners. Therefore, according to the recommendation of Prime Minister, they will open their offices.
166 young officers of different military quarters graduated from the Abdullah bin Masood radiallahu anhu headquarters of the Ministry of National Defense after 4 months of professional training. In the meeting organized for this purpose, the officials made the new graduates aware of their responsibilities and added that besides the external beauty, equip yourselves with the internal beauty, which are piety and altruism. Meanwhile, the new graduates assure that they will protect the country's independence, territorial integrity, and Islamic values. The National Environmental Protection Agency, in coordination with the General Directorate of Traffic, has stopped tens of smoke-producing vehicles that cause environmental pollution and warned drivers who drive vehicles that produce excessive smoke to repair their vehicles as soon as possible. More details in report.
Officials from the National Environmental Protection Agency, in coordination with the Ministry of Interior Affairs and Traffic, have banned the movement of smoke-producing vehicles. The head of the Environmental Monitoring and Inspection Department considers this measure effective in preventing environmental pollution and disease.
We don't care whether it is governmental car or personal car. Smoke is dangerous for everyone. Smoke is a dangerous substance and that can cause breathing problems, eye problem, and even cardiographic diseases.
However, Kabul traffic officials say that to prevent air pollution and increasing diseases, some driver or owner of vehicles that travel on Kabul roads and their vehicles smoke too much.
This department is responsible for stopping all vehicles of thieves in the city of Kabul through traffic zones, and we will prevent them. Every day, around 10 to 30 patrols identify the vehicles of thieves and take real documents until they repair their vehicles. If they do not repair their vehicles, we will not allow them to drive.
On the other hand, a number of drivers blame the poor quality of oil for the smoke production of their vehicles.
Our demand from the government is to put pressure on the merchants and businessmen and bring quality oil so that our cars have the right oil. It is a very good work, a very good action. This was done before, but it didn't work. They should collect old and worn-out engines from Kabul city to prevent air pollution.
The National Environmental Protection Agency urges all drivers to repair their smoke-producing vehicles and donate help to Kabul residents, especially children and the elders.
And the final one is that after a 4-month training course, 50 unaccompanied women received a graduation certificate from the Red Crescent organization. On the other hand, after this training course, the officials of Red Crescent organization distributed sewing tools worth 21,000 Afghans to these women. The officials of this department requested more cooperation from the aid organizations in the field of education with the needy people. That's all for tonight. Thank you so much for watching.